Hey, what's up? This is your girl Diamond.
And this is Thailand. Yeah.
We are doing a show today specifically for our sisters.
This is a trainee show, trainee.
This is specifically for the transsexuals. Guys, you can listen too, but this is specifically for the girls. Today, the topic is embracing your
Flaws.
flaws. The phone again.
That phone. Every time we make a video, that phone goes, oh.
Embracing your flaws. I wanted to talk about this because our flaws are so on the it's like our lives revolve around our flaws. It's like something that is always on your mind. You're always trying to fix them. You're always working towards fixing them, working on figuring them out. When you're younger, you're working on figuring them out. You're working on accepting them. Flaws, you know what I'm saying? That's funny about, just think for the heterosexual people listening, think about being in a life where your flaws are so concentrated and worked on and focused on by your peers, by people who are not your peers, by outside people, by inside people, by everybody. Your flaws is what make you and break you. The name of the game in this community is your look. Your look is all you have. If you can say you have more stuff, but to be a successful transsexual and have the transition go fine and have a happy life, you don't have to be pretty, but you have to be passable. And when I say flaws, I'm talking about those. Now, you don't have to be pretty, but you have to be passable in order to, I think, live a more
normal life. I guess that's what exactly
right.
What it is. We have to live a more normal life.
Like a more normal life.
A lot of times, and a lot of times it gets hard because you're constantly, it almost seems like it's a never-ending process. Because I know a lot of times when we physically think that we've got certain things fixed, oops, there's something else. You know what I'm saying? And with transsexuals, because a lot of our, most of our thing is physical.
Right.
So it's like we're constantly trying to make the physical match with the idea or the feeling that we have, and it gets expensive. It gets
very expensive.
It just gets, a lot of times it gets kind of out of control, and then sometimes it gets so far out of control that people start to look disfigured. Or
okay, before we go to that, I want to talk about, because that's going to fixing them. I want to talk about accepting them.
Exactly.
And figuring out what they are. Everybody has different opinions about what your flaws are.
And sometimes people never even notice them, but because you know you.
Right, because they know you. One thing that is my flaw, two of my flaws that I have come to grasp with and know, one is my voice. I don't have the very most passable voice. I can, like when I'm talking to boys, of course I can take it up a few octaves and la la la, but when I'm comfortable, my voice kind of gets, that raspy, la la la. So that's something that can get me clocked. That's something that I have and I accept it. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I, work on daily. Another thing that is, this is one that I really have accepted as like, it's not even a flaw no more. It's kind of something that I've kind of grown to like, is my height. I used to be really self-conscious about my height. Now I'm 5'10", 5'10 and a half, which is, taller than your average woman, but, it's not like I'm 6'5" or 6'4".
But even that, I think if it's, there's 5'10" women, and people aren't thinking that all 5'10" women are men.
Right. So that's how I've come to learn to accept it and enjoy it, because that's something that I can't change. You can't change your height.
Now my flaws are kind of the weirdest kind of flaws, but they're flaws to me that I feel like would possibly get me clocked. But like guys, I never hear a guy says, "I don't like my brow bone." So, but I've never heard a guy say, "Oh, that you look like a man because of your brow bone." I never heard a guy say that, but because I don't like it, and I look at myself every day, and I know that if this was done differently or looked differently, then it would make me feel more feminine, to the points of where I want to be. Also, too, another flaw. I don't think it's a flaw that gets me clocked, but it's a flaw that I don't like is my neck. I wish I had a longer, more of a more regal neck. I think because I'm short and I have big boobs, even when I'm feeling like I know that I'm looking skinnier or something like that, this always looks fat because I don't have like a more longer, more regal neck. So these are my flaws. Are to me are more so about getting clocked. They're more so of just personal beauty things. Things that
and then something like about the brow bone is some things that, because we are transsexuals and we have studied how to fix ourselves, a person can look at you and they might see something and they don't know how to pinpoint it until because you know it,
exactly.
You say it, you can say, well, this is what my flaw is. That's why when people ask me, well, why are you going to get this surgery? Why are you going to get that? And I'm saying, because I know it's there.
Exactly.
I know it's there, and it's something that I know I need fixed, but you can't see it because you're so entranced by the rest of the good stuff.
Exactly.
You're looking at all the good stuff that I have, and you're not paying attention to my flaws.
And also too, it's even also to the point of accepting certain things. It's like I want to be able to get my brow bone done, but if I don't, I've accepted that this is how I look, and I'm not mad about it.
Right. I'm not bitter about it because I'm very, very blessed. We're very blessed as far as looking at other people and the struggle other people have had. Me and her have been friends for like 15 years, and a lot of stuff that I see people have to deal with, we didn't have to deal with even from starting out. So we were blessed in that aspect. Even though we have flaws and we have butterfly from little translings. we have butterfly in this, took it to the next level, but that's when it comes to what you said about accepting it and saying that, hey, this is what I look like, I can fix it, I can do this. And I think some people, back to what you were saying in the beginning, some people think that like silicone can fix it. Silicone can't fix everything.
It can't.
And so they'll go overboard and they'll start looking deformed, like you said. They start looking animated.
And I think that's where a lot of it comes from, is that you keep trying to fix something that you can't fix that kind of way. And I know some people want to look completely different than how they looked as when they were in their former life. You know what I'm saying?
Just like natural women.
Exactly.
They want that surged and pulled and snatched look like that. They want that look. And so because they feel like that look says money, that look says all that stuff, like implants. You want big implants that boost up to like that. I never wanted that look.
Exactly.
I don't want that. Some people want that because it's a certain image that gives
and
off.
I think we both were around the same. I knew that I wanted big boobs. I knew that I've been saying this since I was little. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I want to have big boobs. Some days I regret them, but I always knew that I wanted big boobs, and I wanted them to look as natural as possible. And I think we both were that kind of way. Our looks, basically, we wanted our looks to be more natural than the over surged look, or that because of the different kind of lifestyles as far as goals and things that we both have interest in. I think that it was more feasible that we both felt, okay, I want something that looks. I want to look like the female me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We don't want to look like
I don't want to look like
a caricature.
The character me.